مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير.
الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا وحبيبنا وقرة أعيننا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. Inshallah, today we'll speak briefly about the great miracle of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam known as Al-Isra wal-Miraj. And the meaning of Al-Isra is the night journey. If someone moves from one place to another at night, we call that Isra. We call that Isra. And the 17th chapter of Al-Qur'an is called Al-Isra, and it starts with the mentioning of this great miracle. It starts with the mentioning of this great miracle. And the rest of the details of Al-Isra are mentioned in the hadith, in Al-Bukhari and other hadith, radiyallahu an a'immat al-hadith. The other details of Al-Isra wal-Miraj are mentioned in the hadith al-Sharif, the Sahih hadith. Inshallah, since the miracle of Al-Isra wal-Miraj is misinterpreted by some, and some people have a misconception regarding it, I thought it was very beneficial to mention it briefly with some important points with regards to it. Number one, Al-Isra and Al-Miraj, the night journey from Mecca to Jerusalem, was true. The angel Jibreel alayhi as-salam came to the Prophet with an animal from Al-Jannah. This animal is known as Al-Buraq. It's a beautiful animal, and it moves, it's really fast. Wherever it can see, it makes one stride, one leap or one stride, and it would be at the place that it can see. So it's a very fast animal. And Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam with Jibreel and Al-Buraq, this beautiful animal from Al-Jannah, they went on a journey, and they made stops in between. And along the way, until they reached Jerusalem, Al-Quds, Qudsin al-Sharif, they made several stops. And Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam was asked to pray by Prophet Jibreel, by Angel Jibreel alayhi salam, and he did so. And then Jibreel alayhi salam would explain the significance of the place that Prophet Muhammad prayed, or the significance, a story, for example, behind that place. Now, among the places that they stopped was Mecca. Well, that's where they started, Mecca. They stopped in Medina. They stopped in Madian. Madian is a city where Prophet Shu'aib alayhi salam called to the religion of Islam. They stopped in a place called Turi Sina. Turi Sina, or you can say Sinai, which is known today, which is known in English as Mount Sinai. And this special place called Mount Sinai is a place that Allah Ta'ala empowered Prophet Musa alayhi salam, Moses, to hear his kalam. What does this mean? On the mountain, on Mount Sinai, Turi Sina, Prophet Musa alayhi salam was empowered to hear the eternal and everlasting speech of Allah, kalam, which is not a letter, it's not a sound, it's not a language, Arabic or Hebrew or Aramaic, Suryani, or so forth. It's not something that we comprehend as human beings, because we comprehend, we understand that which we see and that which we imagine. And the attributes of Allah are not imagined, cannot be imagined by us, because we're created. And what we imagine is also created. So Allah Ta'ala gave Prophet Musa alayhi salam the power, the ability to hear with his ear, with the Prophet Musa, with his ear, the kalam, the speech which is uncreated, which is soundless. It's not a sound. It's not a voice. It's not a high-pitched voice, or it's not a low-pitched voice. It's not a tone. It's not what we understand to be speech. And one could properly could call that communication. Allah Ta'ala made Prophet Musa know certain orders of his through his communication, through his kalam, through his speech, which is without a doubt, unlike the created speech, which is with sounds, with letters, which is in different languages like Arabic or Hebrew or Aramaic or English or Latin or Greek and so forth. That's a very important matter to know. Now, Prophet Musa alayhi salam was on a mountain, and Allah gave him that special gift of hearing his eternal speech, which is not created. And he understood things, he understood orders and wisdom from the speech that he heard, and he conveyed to his people orders from Allah and wisdom from Allah in a human created language. Now, in some movies you might watch, one of the movies I think is called The Prince of the... it's a movie that they made, it's an illustration, like a cartoon type of movie, The Prince of Egypt. It's called The Prince of Egypt, and they portray Allah, wal-'iyadhu billah, to be like a fire, and they portray him to say, "Come to me, I am God." And this is totally against Islam. One cannot believe Allah was on a mountain, and one cannot believe that Allah has a voice. Very important matter to believe and to be firm on. Since our creed, our Islamic creed, is worship the Creator and do not worship the creation. And when one gives the Creator, Allah, the Creator, when one gives the Creator created attributes that involve change, that involve beginnings and ends, he is not worshipping the Creator, even if he or she thinks they are doing so. A very important matter. Take note of this and be very careful. If you have your children watching cartoons, and be careful, because this is a very easy thing to slip into the minds and hearts of people. And what we teach our children is from the beginning. Do not give Allah created attributes. Do not say or believe that Allah changes. Be firm on that. Allah is not a body. Allah is not a form. Allah is not located in the 6 directions, up, down, right, left, front, and back. Because these creations, which are the directions, are created. And anything in the 6 directions is a body and is limited. And God is not as such. Subhanahu wa ta'ala. We cannot give God created or physical attributes. And the attributes of God, like al-kalam, which literally means speech, or one could say communication, is not words or sounds or letters. Not the speech that we understand to be speech. Not a created speech, at least. This is what you must be firm on. This is what we all must be firm on as Muslims. And may Allah Ta'ala increase our knowledge and make us understand the religion properly, and make us of those who defend the faith of Islam and the faith of worship God only and do not worship the creation. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, and walhamdulillahi wassalatu wassalamu ala sayyidina wa habibina wa qurrati a'yunina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Amin.